Tuesday night in Milwaukee, 2 teams, 2 wins, and 1 superstar coming off a 40-point eruption. Giannis and the Bucks look to bounce back at home, while the Knicks bring grit and ball movement to the Deer District. The Hardwood Report starts right now. And greetings from our Temecula studios. This is the Hardwood Report. I'm Ryder Bullock, ready to bring you all the NBA action. Tonight, it's a clash of Eastern Conference heavyweights as the New York Knicks 2-1 and sitting 5th in the East take on the Milwaukee Bucks, also 2-1 and 7th in the conference. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Eastern from Milwaukee. Milwaukee comes in tonight's matchup on the heels of a tough 118-113 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Giannis Antetokounmpo was sensational, dropping 40 points, but it wasn't enough as the Bucks fell short. Last season, Milwaukee finished 48-34 overall with a 31-21 mark in the Eastern Conference and a strong 28-14 at home. They averaged 115.5 points per game while allowing 113, showing just how competitive this squad can be. New York, on the other hand, had a solid 51-31 record last year, 34-18 in the East. The Knicks averaged 27.5 assists per game on 43.3 made field goals, a sign of their strong ball movement and team chemistry. Injury watch, Milwaukee is dealing with a few day-to-day concerns. Kyle Kuzma and Kevin Porter Jr. are both listed day-to-day with ankle issues, while Cole Anthony is day-to-day with an illness. For New York, Mitchell Robinson is day-to-day with an ankle injury, and Miles McBride is out day-to-day for personal reasons. This promises to be a hard-fought battle with plenty of points, plays, and maybe even a little drama as these two teams continue to jockey for position in the Eastern Conference. That game coming up at the top of the hour. Then later tonight in San Francisco, it's the Los Angeles Clippers, 2-1 and 5th in the Western Conference, taking on the Golden State Warriors, 3-1, sitting 3rd in the West. Tip-off is set for 11 p.m. Eastern, and the Clippers are currently a 1.5-point favorite with an over-under of 224.5. Golden State finished 48-34 overall last season, going 29-23 in Western Conference play. The Warriors averaged 113.8 points per game while allowing 110.5. A team that loves to push the pace and get up and down the floor. They're always a threat from beyond the arc. The Clippers had a strong 50-32 season, going 9-7 in the Pacific Division and 20-21 on the road. Los Angeles averaged 112.9 points per game, hitting 48.2% from the field and 37.3% from deep. They'll be looking to control the tempo and make the Warriors work hard for every bucket. Injury update, the Warriors will be without Alex Tui, dealing with a knee injury. DeAnthony Melton also dealing with a knee injury. Al Horford is out with a toe injury. The Clippers will be missing Kobe Sanders with a knee injury, Jordan Miller with a hamstring issue, and Bradley Beal with a back injury. This one shapes up to be another thrilling battle out west, with both teams loaded with talent and hungry for a win. More on those games in a moment, but first, here's what's trending in the NBA. In Dallas, Mavericks rookie Cooper Flagg suffered a left shoulder injury on the opening possession of Monday night's 101-94 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Flagg, the number 1 overall pick, finished with just 2 points on 1 of 9 shooting, along with 2 rebounds in 31 minutes. The 18-year-old spent most of crunch time on the bench, wearing a large wrap and applying heat to his shoulder. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd said the decision to sit Flagg down the stretch was about giving the team the best chance to win and praised the rookie for playing through pain. Flagg, who scored 22 points in Dallas's win over Toronto the night before, called the injury just a little sore and said he was optimistic about being available for Wednesday's home game against the Indiana Pacers. The Mavericks rallied to cut a 22-point deficit to just 1 in the final minute, but the Thunder pulled away to claim the victory. Flagg acknowledged being on the bench in crunch time was new for him, but said he understood Kidd's decision and was focused on recovering. In Salt Lake City, Lauri Markkanen made history for the Utah Jazz, scoring a career-high 51 points in Monday night's 138-134 overtime win over the Phoenix Suns. Markkanen became the first Jazz player to hit the 50-point mark in a regular season game since Karl Malone scored 56 on April 7, 1998, a span of 27 years and 203 days, the fourth longest in NBA history. Markkanen played 45 minutes and made 6 3-pointers and went a perfect 17 for 17 from the free throw line, tying the Jazz record for most free throws without a miss. He also added 14 rebounds, becoming the first Jazz player with at least 50 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 made 3-pointers in a game. Keynote George chipped in with 26 points and 10 assists, helping Markkanen find open looks, while Coach Will Hardy praised his star's physicality and clutch performance. Markkanen cited mental toughness for pushing through the long minutes and said he hopes this won't be the last big scoring night of his career. In Oklahoma City, the Thunder will be without Chet Holmgren for tonight's game against the Sacramento Kings due to back tightness. Holmgren had 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 blocks in Monday's 101-94 win over the Dallas Mavericks, but this will be the first game he has missed this season. Oklahoma City also remains without Jalen Williams, who is recovering from off-season wrist surgery, and Isaiah Joe sidelined with a knee issue. There is some good news, though. Alex Caruso, recently in concussion protocol, is available. Holmgren, who missed much of last season with a hip injury, is averaging 23 points and 10.3 rebounds for the undefeated Thunder this year. His absence will be a key factor as the Thunder look to stay undefeated against the Kings. That is what's trending in the NBA. Now let's focus on tonight's matchup, as the Knicks travel to Milwaukee tonight to face Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks. Both teams coming off losses on Sunday. New York dropped one in Miami. Milwaukee fell just short against Cleveland. So both teams are looking to rebound. And this one's got some interesting angles. Now the Knicks have had Milwaukee's number lately. 5 straight wins over the Bucks. Jalen Brunson and the blue and orange are hoping to make it 6 tonight. They're the slim 2.5-point favorites. The over-under set at 229.5. That's a close one, folks. On the other side, though, you can't talk about Milwaukee without talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. The guy is averaging 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists to start the season. He's been dominant against New York, 20-plus points in 14 straight games going back to 2017. And yeah, there were rumors about him maybe going to the Knicks if the Bucks decided to shake things up, especially after Damian Lillard got released this summer. But Giannis recommitted to Milwaukee, and with Miles Turner now in the starting lineup, he's running more as a point forward, facilitating off the dribble, making the Bucks offense go. And on the flip side, you've got Brunson. The guy has Milwaukee's number as well. 44 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists in the last matchup. And over the last 5 games, he's averaging 35.2 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. In Mike Brown's pace and space system, Brunson's the focal point. He's going to attack the paint, distribute it, kick it out to Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Those guys are ready to knock down shots. So it's a classic matchup. Giannis doing what he does. Brunson trying to keep New York rolling. It should be a fun one. And I'm telling you right now, both teams have something to prove tonight. Don't blink, because this game could swing either way in the fourth quarter. Let's talk about the Western Conference showdown tonight. The Golden State Warriors 3-1 and rolling, taking on the Los Angeles Clippers 2-1 at the Chase Center. Tip-off is at 11 p.m. Eastern. Golden State comes in hot after a big double-digit win over Memphis on Monday. Jimmy Butler, Jonathan Kuminga, and Brandon Podziemski all dropped 20-plus points, bouncing back from that loss to Portland last week. But here's the thing. This is the second night of a back-to-back for the Warriors. And Al Horford sat on the front end Monday. So keep an eye on potential rest for Golden State tonight. The Clippers, meanwhile, have rebounded nicely themselves. They knocked off Portland on Sunday after dropping the season opener to Utah. They're healthy enough to compete, but are missing Bradley Beal, Jordan Miller, and Kobe Sanders. They're a small 1.5-point road favorite tonight. Total set at 224.5. Keys to watch for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac. That is my X factor tonight. The big man has yet to hit 10 boards this season, but Golden State is thin at center, especially on the second night of a back-to-back. Look for Zubac to dominate inside. He's averaged double-digit rebounds in his last 5 matchups with the Warriors. For the Warriors, they've meshed nicely offensively, ranking 7th in the league in offensive rating. Golden State thrives when Butler and Kuminga are aggressive, so if they stay healthy tonight, the Warriors have a real shot to take this game at home. It should be a good one, folks. Fast-paced, high energy, and a key early season test for both of these Western Conference contenders. Time now for tonight's pick and play. Both teams are coming off losses on Sunday. New York fell 115-107 at Miami, while the Bucks narrowly dropped a 118-113 decision to Cleveland. The Knicks sit 2-1 and are 0-1 on the road, while Milwaukee is also 2-1, undefeated at home at 1-0. Kevin Porter Jr. has been ruled out from Milwaukee dealing with the ankle issue. The Bucks lead the all-time series 125-110, but New York has won the last 5 meetings. Odds makers have the Knicks as a 1.5-point favorite with the over-under of 228.5 points. Keys to the game for the Knicks: guard Jalen Brunson. He's been sensational through 3 starts, averaging 30.3 points, 5.7 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal per game. He's my X factor. He's coming off a 37-point loss to Miami, and at 31 in the win over Boston, Brunson will be the vocal point in the New York offense, attacking the paint and creating shots for Karl-Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. Towns, though, is questionable with a quad injury. He's averaging a double-double this season and has been dominant on the boards. The Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been a force, putting up 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. In Sunday's loss to Cleveland, he dropped 40 points with 14 boards and 9 assists, nearly willied the Bucks to victory. Gary Trent Jr. has also stepped up, averaging 14.3 points and contributing consistently as a wing scorer and secondary playmaker. Tonight, this one will come down to who controls the paint and limits turnovers. New York's balanced attack, led by Brunson and Towns, gives them a slight edge on the road. Expect a competitive, high-scoring affair. Keep an eye on Giannis's ability to carry Milwaukee, but the Knicks have the depth and spacing to cover the 1.5-point spread. That is the Hardwood Report. Hope you enjoy your basketball Monday. We will see you back here for Hardwood Report